My name is Lecturer Kilaji, Bishop Kenya, Michael Loltome, speaking in Nairobi National Government, Embakasi East. I say on several occasions I'm Lecturer Kilaji because I've taught so many theological colleges, but now I'm not full-time because I'm a political politician nowadays. One of them is public, that is Kenya government paramilitary general service unit of an official force equivalent to Kenya Army here at the Nairobi National Government, Utawala College. I've taught them for 12 years as a civilian spiritual affairs instructor. Civilian spiritual affairs instructor for 12 years, 2004 to 2016. And I've also taught Africa Inland Church beside college for many years. Students do 4 years, theologians who are normally called pastors, reverend, bishops, and also Covenant College of School of Mission at Narok County Government, to those who are taking Islamic studies and also Christianity equally, because I have a degree in both systematic theology and Islamic studies. So I'm Michael Loltome, in that case, Bishop Kenya Michael Loltome. I'm born in Marsabit, near the border of Kenya and Ethiopia. We're also bordering, Muslims. Somali's controlled state, like Wajir County Government. So that's me. And I'm speaking in a house which was built by British government in 1956. Here in my house now is where this preaching is, I'm hiring on online under the umbrella of Interdenominational Church International Online, which actually the government has given me permission 2016. The previous government, so as an ordained minister and as a lecturer clergy also. We want to zero in with the word today, lawlessness. In 1 John chapter 3 verse 4, it is said that sin is lawlessness. And also there was a time Israelites been actually in a state of lawlessness like Kenya today. People are just doing whatever they want to do without caring, and everybody is just there for his own, and God is for us all. So in Judges also, Judges chapter 21 verse 25, it says, those days Israel had no king, everyone did as he saw fit. In those days, Israel had no king, everyone did as he saw fit. I'm reading from New International Version Bible here, Sondervan Publishing House, that is a version. And New International Version, Sondervan Publishing House, Grand Rapids, Michigan, United States of America, where God gave us this word of God, which gives wisdom, and also from God's mouth come knowledge and understanding, in Proverbs 2 chapter 6. So Israelite in Judges chapter 21, verse 25, in those days Israel had no king nation. In that case, everyone did as he saw fit in his own eyes, like Kenya today. In today breaking news, I received actually that Kenya governors, about 765, together with members of parliament, both senators and also national parliament, they have decided to go to Dubai for a kind of a conference of climate change, and also to go and watch football there without even the state awareness. That is what we received from the breaking news today. I got it because I used to get breaking news somehow. So the state is complaining, spokesman of State House, that is Muhammad, the person who is in charge of State House, kind of a spokesman kind of work. He said that those human beings have left the country, 765, probably without even, in that case then, Ministry of Foreign Affairs, approval, and possibly without even visas. They have ended now in Dubai to go and enjoy there. Politicians are so luxurious. All right? And nowadays they are not in offices completely. That's why probably the president now decided to sell Kenyatta Convention Center, where the offices are located, and probably they will also sell other places which of course there will be many of them. I stated 10 of them, 11 thereabout. Kenyatta Convention, International Convention Center, where the offices are for the principal secretaries, members of parliament, senators, and also members of National Parliament, National Assembly, and many other, high-profile, prominent human beings, Kenya government, public officers, and politician class units. The offices are there, but now the president is determined to sell it. Although there is a case in the, in the judiciary, and one judge called Muita, Honorable Muita, has stopped them doing that, including even Raila Amolo, as Simio said actually, Simio leader, Supreme Kenya Power President, His Excellency Honorable Raila Amolo Odinga has also echoed the same. He has told the government and myself too not to do that. Okay? Chama cha ODM, chama maagizo ameagiza mahakama kuzuia serikali kuuza mashirika 11 ya umma akisisitiza kwamba raia wanafaa waidhinishe hatua hiyo kupitia kura ya maamuzi or referendum. Here it is. So even Supreme People's Power President, His Excellency Honorable Raila Amolo Odinga, has also warned the government, not the president, not to sell the government, 11 parastatals per corporation. Which of course I said even the other day myself, probably the president wants to flee the country or to resign probably, because he wants now to sell the assets to offset about 10 trillion Kenya shillings he has taken within 12 months. And there's no work seen. He has taken the money which the previous government has actually loaned from foreign, banks and also states for 10 years, decades. Our president have decided to take it. So I said there is a time where Israelites had no king. Everyone did as he saw fit. And that is actually a long time ago, but it's now recurring in Kenya. Okay? So we read this book of Judges because of such kind of problems, which traditionally was actually accredited to be the prophet Samuel. Is the one who has wrote this book long time ago, and he recounts the stories of also Israel heroes people, like now Supreme People's President, His Excellency Raila Amolo Odinga, which of course I'm indirectly in law. I'm going to marry his daughter, the youngest daughter, brilliant one, educationist, with a master's degree in political science, East Africa Legislative Assembly Member of Parliament, Honorable Winnie Imgat Raila Amolo Odinga. I, Bishop Michael Loltome, is looking to marry her very soon. I'm a traditionalist in a way, and also a priest, and also I'm a Christian, and I'm also a Muslim in a way, because I know both books and I honor both books, the Holy Quran and the Holy Bible, because I have a degree in both. Alright, I was at Kapsa Bible College for 4 years, Vision International University in Kenya, American University, Ramona, California for many years. I graduated in 2004 also, and I've done also Islamic studies at independent learning, distance learners, that is at Columbia International University, which is based in America also, but Ramona, California was actually an affiliate campus here in Kenya. So what do I want to say? And my vice president, of course, come 27, come August 9, 2027 election, or prior to that, because this government is broke, will be none other than Brigadier retired Kenya Army, Army Band, Brigadier Gugubo. A brigadier is a boss in Army, who is in charge of brigades and battalions all over the country, but is a retired boss of Kenya Army. So it's going to deputize me come election 2027 elections. I'm a Samburu Maasai tribe kind of a priest, but I'm a Kenyan nationalist and patriotic leader, which is looking forward to lead this country in a better way than the current ruthless President Ruto's government, which is not taking us anywhere. So anyway, this book was credited to Prophet Samuel, and that time the people called judges, and that gives actually the nation kind of a history of that time, And the kingdom of that time, 6 of the judges, 12 of them, one woman. Like today, we have quite a number of few women in judges, in judiciary, and even in Kenya. So 6 of the 12 judges, one was a woman. And so that time, the leaders have achieved national prominence because of their military victories that times. And the book was written perhaps 308 years after the event of the probably those days of Israelite first kings like Saul or David, around 1000 before Jesus was born, which of course if we add now Christ's dispensation period today is about 3023 years from now. So David actually captured Jerusalem that time, if you read Judges chapter 1:21, and that covers a period of 350 years at that time. So what we want to say here, Judges, what we look in this book is about in this book is about Israel's relationship with God, God blessing spiritual complexity, adultery, also people refusing to obey God, suffering at the hands of the enemies, repentance of the people, and God deliverance through one of the judges. And also negative side of the book shows the human tendency to sin, to become lawlessness. On the positive side, it also describes God's unrelenting love of forgiveness for those people who are sinners. So what I want to say here, Kenya is becoming lawlessness country, and that's why now the president wants to sell, without even approval of the parliament, 11 or generally 11% of those which are normally the government owns to remain with none, obvious. Like pipeline, Kenya oil companies, all this kind of stuff, probably even state house, the president and executive office of the president can be sold very soon. And probably the president now, because he's going around the world globally, might have got another country. He might could like to flee together with his deputy president. Both of them are Kalenjins. The other one is son of Moi, or the deputy president or vice president, His Excellency Rigathi Gachagua, and this one is a Kalenjin branch also called Kipsigis. The president himself is Dr. William His Excellency Ruto, and also is a priest, which is a reverend. He's employing a lot of pastors, which are some of them people are saying they are not trained. So, and Rigathi Gachagua likewise, but he has also a wife, which is a priest. Probably she is a trained priest or not. Both of them have their own denomination, nameless. So, the country is actually, Kenya is in lawlessness kind of states. People can do anything. I have even some people from Marsabit who are coming to graduate on 7 this month. And there are people from Marsabit, which are traveling about close to 560 kilometers to come and graduate here in Nairobi. There are students who have been taking, medical at various places. But the one now in my house, they told me they are from, they have been actually learning at Kitui School of Medicine. And they are graduating here in Nairobi at, they call it Kasarani. And they are saying that we are going to graduate, but we are not going to be given certificate. They are, they are nurses. They have taken nursing kind of, studies. And that is a lawlessness. When I graduated myself from high school, from primary school, from universities, I used to be given instantly my papers, my certificate, my degree, my diplomas, all right, from the institution. Now in Kenya, you can graduate, you put on gowns, and that's now what's going to happen very soon. At the Kasarani, people from the guys are telling me, the students are telling me they will come from various areas all over the country to come and graduate. They will put on gowns, and you go back to Marsabit, you go back to Western, you go back to Rift Valley, without any certificate which you are supposed to be given, and probably some of them will be given even, degrees and some diplomas. I don't know. What is that one? That is actually, and when the person again goes back to wherever he was, we don't know even whether there was an institution there or not. We don't know. because this country is now lawlessness. All right? You will get a person now is calling himself a doctor, he's calling a nurse, whatever. But this person has no papers. What chose this person now is learned in that case. That is why I'm giving an example of what we are looking for, and some students from Marsabit are here with me. So how can we go to a kind of a graduation, and you come back again with the student without the papers? Okay. And this person is saying that he was in Kitui, learning in Kitui, and is graduating in Nairobi County Government. And he's from another county. You don't understand this kind of a situation. Alright? So there was time in the whole world, like now Israel, there was a time where there is no actually, the country is in lawlessness. So we are doubting now what is happening in Kenya. You get here somebody telling you, you're now a graduate of university. Where are the papers? We are not yet given the degree. You are graduating. Like now the students who are going, the students are telling me they are coming from various localities, the various county government, to Nairobi, Kasarani, because there are so many. Tarehe Saba, Mesuhu, wanaenda ngine anatoka Martha wanaleta kwangu hapa. Are you going? But we are not going to be given certificate. The one I'm having here, they are telling me they are nurses. One of them is telling me it's a nurse. And are you going to be given paper? No. Certificate, I was told we are going again. They are also going to look for gowns, these graduation gowns, to look for themselves around the Nairobi area. We don't understand completely what is going on. Alright? So how can you go and attend such kind of a function now? Whereby you go back, you go there with your child, he is from Marsabit, he is from Kitui, he is from wherever, and you go back again and you tell people, now this person, I have graduated. Which graduation? What shows? What evidence shows this person is graduating? No jinga tupu bana. Okay? So actually, in those days of also Israelite, which is about 3,000, okay? And 23 years from now, which is 1,000 before Jesus was born, in Judges chapter 21, verse 25, in those days Israel had no king. Everyone did as he saw fit. It was only judges, about 12 of them, and one was a woman. They are the one who have been actually trying to handle matters, but there was no king. Kwa sababu kama tuseme kiongozi yetu, baba yetu, ile anatuongoza president, ambaye ni baba yetu, Dr. William Samoei Ruto, and his entire kind of 13th parliament, political leaders and public servants, senior public servants, or everybody working in that government, called United Democratic Alliance ruling table government. If the head of the president of that organization, of that government, ruling table government, don't know the way, how will he show people the way? How if he doesn't go the way himself? Well, how can people go? Unaambia watu piteni mlango, na wewe unapita dirisha. The president now has shown these people that they can travel anywhere in the whole world, because even the president has almost covered the whole world countries. Okay, and there are going so many of them, like now in Dubai. What the breaking news today? What I have received, and the state now spokesman called Muhammad is complaining. He's saying we don't know why these people are ending up going to Dubai without knowledge. Suppose they get a problem there. Alright? And the state is not aware. It is very wrong. Even the Minister of Foreign Affairs may not know. Immigration may not know. Those people who are giving them, visas, they don't honor. They might not go that kind of, chain of command. They just are board in planes here. Because 765 governors and parliamentarian, members of parliament from both houses, if they are going to Dubai, it's people who are 765 people. Billions of shillings are going to be used. Alright. Several planes will be aborted to that end. Alright. And a lot of resources will be wasted. So what we want to say, in Israelite days, which is about now 323 years ago. 3,023 years ago. In those days, Israel had no king. Everyone did as he saw fit. So I thank also the judiciary. Our judge called Honorable Muita, okay, which I believe is a comeback, the name, the way people are saying, to have even stopped the government selling parastatal, 11 parastatal government offices, including even the parliamentarian principal secretaries and also public servants. All right, offices. One of them is Kenyatta International Convention Center, the only building, the highest building which was built by British government a long time ago. To stop it, among other oil companies and also, so many mills, rice mills and so forth. It is not good for the government to do that, like during that time of Israel, where there was no king. But we ourselves, although there was a rigged elections, the president is there. We have His Excellency Dr. William Samuel Ruto with his vice president or deputy president, His Excellency Rigathi Gachagua. They are both Kalenjins, which of course okay. There was also this a time when this country was ruled by two Kikuyus. The late President Kibaki, our third president, and also his vice president, His Excellency Honorable Kalonzo Musyoka, whose father was, President Kenyatta minister, Honorable the late James Gichuru, but the mother of deputy president, that is Vice President Kalonzo Musyoka, which is the former Vice President of Kenya. He is actually a Kikuyu, Honorable James Gichuru. So he's a Kikuyu. So even we don't mind about that, so long as the leaders probably can lead us properly. Like that time, it was a fair kind of a government. So we have been ruled by two Kikuyus, the president and vice president equally. All right. And so even this time now we are ruled by Kalenjins, which of course we cannot say no if they are ruling us fairly. But they are not ruling us fairly. So this popularity of these human beings is now lacking what we call popularity. This government, or UDA, the United Democratic Alliance Party government, is lacking popularity. And you can read that one in 1 Samuel, chapter 10 to 26. There was a time also, Israelite king actually lacked what we call popularity, like our leader today, our president. President Ruto is losing popularity within 12 months. All right? And nobody is actually disturbing him. It is just people who are just overexcited, over anxious, okay, of their leadership, and so excited. Oh, I am the president of Kenya, and I am the minister of Kenya, and principal secretary. Oh, I am the vice president. These people now, they are enjoying money, going all over the country. They are excited for 12 months without any annual development program going on. All right? And that's why now they're ending up going to Dubai, everywhere. So if you read 1 Samuel chapter 10, you will see there was a time also a king lost what we call popularity because of excitement. All right? And they don't know that this world, we are living in this world a temporal life. It's a very temporal life. We can live this world anytime. So whether you are president, whether you are king, you have to be not overexcited when God uplift you from one glory to another, and you try to oppress. Unakalia watu na wewe unaamuka peke yako. To my government, which is stipulated in Facebook and Twitters and YouTube, my philosophy is whether we will all rise up in Kenya or fall. That's my philosophy. Hakuna mtu mwingine anakuwa juu na wengine wako chini kabisa. No. My philosophy, that government, which is God-oriented government, called to my Liberation Reformation Movement, a kind of a coalition of ODM, Orange Democratic Party coalition, that is Kenya 1, correct? We are going to all rise or fall. Hakuna haja mtu mwingine anapanda kupata popularity na wengine wote naisha. Hakuna kitu kama hiyo. So if you read 1 Samuel chapter 10, verse 26 to 27, you will see, and read it because I like to base my logics. King Saul also went to his home in Gibeah, accompanied by valiant men whose hearts God had touched. But some troublemakers said, "How can this fellow save us?" They despised him and brought him no gift, but King Saul kept silent. people have been actually saying King Saul as a very weak leader in a way. He was also trying to kill David, who was Goliath, to save him. Alright? And later on, even the daughter of King Saul loved David and said he will be my husband, and he got married to the lady of the king, wanted to kill him several times. And he has also other sons who loved David more, like just their brothers. So what I want to say, here is a person who is saving you, saving the country to fight the Philistine, a mass now today, an Israelite, but King Saul wanted to kill him, David, and he has saved them several times to, to kill enemies of that time who have cleared so many Israelites. And they are still fighting today, and we want God also to intervene and them also to forgive each other. They are still fighting. Okay? Abraham's sons, that is Israel, Isaac, and Ishmael, Agar's son, and also Sarah. They are all Abraham's son. So there is a kind of a time whereby the king lacked popularity. There was also another time we are told actually in the Bible, such a thing can do occur. People can lose popularity when they mess up. People will say that this person is undependable. And that's why even King David feared his son Absalom popularity. He was nearly to overthrow his father. There was also a time King David's son, called Absalom, was more powerful than his father, was a king. And eventually, King David killed his son using another general of his, and also killed that general and all other people who have also killed him. So there was a series of killing, although the son wanted to overthrow his father, that's Absalom, but after being killed, after the king also ordered that in a way, but he told them not to kill Capshaim, because his son Absalom wanted to overthrow him, because the king was actually losing fame. He has even killed Uriah, his soldier, who was actually, and he married also, the wife of Uriah, a brave soldier of Israel. So Absalom decided to, to see his father was weak, and decided to want to overthrow him. In 2 Samuel chapter 15, verses 13 to 14. Alright? So there are times a king or a president can lose actually test and lose popularity. Like now, if you become so excited and also harm people in a one way or another, politically, spiritually, socially, economically, and physically, people will turn and see that the president or the king is losing favor of test. In that case, and you can lose popularity. So if you read 2 Samuel, in that case, if you read Samuel, you will see that, so that we will conclude this matter. 15 verse 13 and 14, it reads like this, because I like to base my logic into Bible reading. It says David flees because King Saul wants to kill him. A messenger came and told David, the heart of the men of the Israelites are with Absalom, his son, in opening and closing inverted comma. Then David said to all his officials who are with him in Jerusalem, come, we must flee, or none of us will escape from Absalom, his son. We must leave immediately, or he will move quickly to overtake us and bring a ruin upon us and put the city in the sword. That means he will kill us in that case. The father, actually fearing his son, wanted to overthrow him and later on kill him even, using his generals, his son, and also himself. The king also decided to kill generals again after killing his son, who is very notorious. What do I want to say here? There is time people can have a country without any proper leadership, and it can be regarded in that case that it has lost taste of leadership, and in that case also lawlessness will come in, and the wages of sin also will come in, which is death, obvious. So remember me, I am your president in near future. That is about 36 months remaining. Bishop Kenya Michael Loltome, born in Marsabit County. I said it. Huko kabisa Mukundu ya Kenya, the bottom part of Kenya, we have no development. Bottom huko juu. Karibu na Ethiopia, near the border of Kenya and Ethiopia. We look like Ethiopia now, because of crossbreeding along the border. So God knows who is our father. But in humanity perspective, we might be actual crossbred, but God is our father in that case. Whether you are born by who and what, that's not a big issue. So what do I have to say? Because people used to call me, Oria, this man doesn't look like a Samburu. But my mom is a Samburu and also the father. But we look different in our body, visual kind of life, physical. So, but remember, natoka Mukundu ya Kenya, uko juu, at the bottom part of Kenya, and we are going to improve that kind of life from both urban areas and also rural areas. So, may God bless you, human being, and also pray for me. I'm looking forward to marry Kenya Supreme People's Power President daughter, youngest daughter, that is none other than East Africa Legislative Assembly Member of Parliament, Honorable Winnie Imgat Raila Amolo Odinga. And my first president, I said it again, once again, it will be retired brigadier called Gugoba from Bungoma. He's born from Bungoma, a subtribe of Luya Bukusu. Warrior in that case. Otherwise, may God bless you, human being living in Kenya and beyond. Amen. And let's not treat the country in a lawlessness manner. And if those people have gone, Kenyans governors and politicians have gone to Dubai without their government consent, they are supposed to be, held accountable and be answerable to why they are breaking the law. All right? Because that's not good. Otherwise, may God bless you, human being living in Kenya and beyond. Amen.